want me to help you get it off? Okay, and just come back, and I'll help you put it back on if you need help, okay? You can just walk back with it and carry it. Colin, will you please put your musical instruments away? Thank you, Colin.
I'm going to play with my pipe.
Nope, not at school. Play with it at home.
I'm going to take care of it.
Yes, you can take care of it, but it's going to stay in your backpack till you get home. All right. Hello, everybody. Hi, Finn. Hi, Catherine. And Isley and Aya are connecting still. Let's go ahead and go over our schedule and see what's next on the schedule here. Yes, we are going to go ahead and check off music. Next on our schedule starts with an F, and an F sound is F, F, F. So that's foundations. Next is
Miss Vanderland, I have to tell you something because I have to go to the dentist in the middle of science, so I won't be there for the whole thing.
That's okay. That's okay if you have to go to the dentist for science. No problem. All right, y'all. Let me get my mask on that you can see through.
Looks like I'm gonna be doing half school science and half dentist science.
Yes, that's true. You could learn about teeth at the dentist. Body parts, that's kind of like science, right? All right, y'all.
Ooh, I like your mask. It's black.
Thank you. All right, for foundations, we are going to do some Halloween foundations today. Now, before we start our fun Halloween foundations, let's review the letters that we learned earlier this week. We learned, yes, foundation starts with an F, right? We learned the letter V for Vina, and Vanderendy, and vampire, and van. So we say V, van, V. Your turn. Nice job. We also learned W. W makes a w sound like wind. So for W, we say W, wind, w. Your turn.
W wind what?
Very nice. I heard so many voices.
She's cute.
Y'all are so good at that. All right, so for foundations today, because we're celebrating Halloween today, I thought we could do a fun foundations. Now, we're still doing letter sounds, right? And we're still practicing writing our letters, but we're gonna do it a Halloween way. So if you're at home, you're gonna need this piece of paper, you're gonna need a pencil, and you're gonna need some colors. And I'm gonna put my document camera on so we can all see really, really well. You're gonna need this piece of paper, you're gonna need a pencil, and you will need some colors. Okay.
It's a I'm trying to understand the piece of paper and I need to do the thing.
All right, Colin, get done putting your musical instruments away. Now put your shoes on. Shoes need to be on. Yes, I will, Harrison. Yeah, you could just give one to Ford then. Oh, does Vina still need one? Wheeler's getting it. Okay, kids at home, I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to get this piece of paper, some pencil, and some colors out.
No, no one. Now, no one got the one of those, just always in the vein. Now, no one got that, so it's okay.
So, right? those juice boxes. You might need to go. For sure. If I can help you with your costumes. All right, everybody. Here we go. We have some Halloween foundations to do. Do y'all see on this piece of paper, there is a witch, a mummy, candy, a bat, a cat, a vampire, a ghost, a pumpkin, and a jack-o'-lantern. Isley, did you have a question, sweetie? What do you need? What do you need?
I don't have that worksheet.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You can just help me by saying the letter, okay? When I have a question, you can help me by saying it. So we need to figure out, oh, Ford, please don't cut it out till you get home. Please don't cut it out. Finish that one little bit and then no more cutting of this until you get home. We have all of these Halloween pictures. We need to figure out what letter does each one start with. This is how we're gonna practice writing our letters today. So every picture has a little line underneath. That's where we're gonna write the letter. So let's look at the word witch. Let's think about it. Witch. What letter makes the sound? Yes, everybody's saying W. So witch starts with a W. So we're gonna write a W underneath witch. Witch. Colin, did you write a W underneath witch? Get your pencil out. Witch starts with a W. Good, Ford. Now no more cutting, please. What about mummy? What does mummy start with? Yes, wonderful. Is an M. Mummy starts with an M. Mummy. All right. So no, Colin, we're not circling it. We're just writing the W underneath. Also, we always write a pencil, right? So let's get that pencil out. We always write a pencil. We don't need to circle. We're just writing the letter underneath. What is Mummy start with?
Hey, are they ready?
They're almost ready to go in the oven.
Colin, look, you can look up here. Okay, let's do this next one. This is candy. Candy. What letter makes the sound? A C. Yes, Isley, you're right. K does make a K sound, but candy starts with a C. C also makes a K sound.
I got confused because I was doing it too, and I wrote a K instead of a C.
Yes, it's hard to know which one is a C and which one is a K. It's hard to know. All right, so candy makes a K at the beginning, a C. So Colin, we don't need to circle them. We just need to write the letter underneath. Okay. All right, let's go down here to the bat. Bat. That's a B. Let's write a B under bat. Write a B under bat. Good job. We don't need to circle it. We just need to write the B under bat. A B. Nice job, Colin. Is that a B? Did you write a B? Okay. Then the next one is a cat. A Halloween cat. Cat. It's another C at the beginning of cat. Good job, Isley. Cat starts with a C. Good job writing a C underneath cat, Colin. Yes, and then the next one is a vampire. Vampire. Yes, that's a V. We learned V this week. Vampire starts with a V. So we're going to write a V under vampire. Yes, you're right, Isley. So good. Okay, we've done the first row. We've done the second row. Now we're on the third row, the bottom row. This is a picture of a ghost. 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 Yes, that's a G. Ghost. Ghost starts with a G. So Colin, did you write a G under ghost?
Pumpkin is a P.
Yes, Isley, so good. Pumpkin is next. Pumpkin. What letter makes a sound like pumpkin? Yes, a P. Good job. Write a P under pumpkin.
Jack-o'-lantern is J.
Oh my gosh, Isley Harrison, awesome. Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. That's a J. Jack-o'-lantern. Now remember, if I went too fast, that's okay. You can work on this for as long as you need to. I'm going to leave this up here, and you can keep working on it. Now what we're going to do, we get to color them in now because this is fun foundations for Halloween. Aya, you did wonderful writing, Aya. So you can get a black marker, crayon, or colored pencil. And color
now they're going to color
you
these
could
in,
do
so you get to
a
make your
green
own.
face for the witch. You probably don't really need to color the mummy. You could color the candy any way you want. You could color the bat, black or brown, or any way you want. You could color the vampire's cape red, maybe. So now we're doing some coloring after you write all the letters in after, okay?
Wait, do we have to color it?
Otherwise, you're going to get kind of bored because this is what we're doing right now. Will you please get your scissors away, Leland? Do you want to do some colors? No? Okay. I'll help you with the
On
B, very good.
I wanted to
You did. B. Then
see.
you're so close. Sometimes you don't make it. But there it is. Yay.
Yay.
Yes. Yay. Nice job. You want to color them in? No. Okay, let's do it.
You know what? You want me to do that?
All right. Nice job, Colin. Do you want to color yours in? Do you want to color yours in?
Why is this gum so
Oh, the witch was. Oh, nice coloring, y'all. Nikki, put it on the back, Colin. What?
Because it's trying to trick you. Why did him?
Wonderful.
Two squeaky pigeons.
Nice job. Harrison. Look at my G. Try to fix that. Nice job, Tina. Wonderful.
I'm gonna. You know what? We'll have to hand me them back because it's gonna be night now.
I'm gonna do it today. Just like that. Perfect. And then did you fix the G? Oh,
Miss Vanderendy, when you have a moment.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Davy. I'm Isley's babysitter, and I just had a clarifying question for you.
Sure.
So this worksheet, hi.
Hi.
I went through Jupyter and the email and I couldn't find it. So I was wondering where, if it was specifically in a Jupyter file or on the email that it was sent.
It's going to be on both. It's going to be if you go to Jupyter Ed and then you click on all materials and then you go down to the folder for this week. So it'll say like October 26th through the 30th.
Okay.
It'll be in that folder, and then it's also in the email that I sent on Saturday. And if you need, I can send it again right now if you need me to.
No worries, but she's working on a sheet. She just threw
Okay.
a whip on a broom. It's perfect. Thank
Okay,
you. I just
awesome.
wanted for future reference. Thank you so much.
Yes, no problem, sure. Okay, how are we doing with this coloring? We'll maybe do this for a couple more minutes, and then we'll start some science and do skeleton stuff. What's your question, Elliot?
Well, can I post them?
Oh, really? Yeah, he does. That's funny. So, are we sure nobody needs help going to the restroom with their tablet? I don't mind helping. You sure? Okay. All right. You can put this in your red folder. You can put this in your red folder. We are going to get that seed. Oh, still not yet. I'm not doing really well. Okay, so these are going to tail this. You're done. You can put it right in here. All right. I know it's my second one.
So can I?
Okay, so right here. The tail goes that way. Okay, and then the feet. That. Okay. And then for money, will you trace that in? Not hard. Try help. Good, Colin. All right.
Hey, wait, one more thing. And let me turn.
Let's go ahead and do some checking off on our schedule here. I loved doing the fun Halloween foundations with you. That was kind of extra fun. So we are going to check off foundations. There we go. Next on our schedule starts with an S. What do you think, sister? Science. Aya, fantastic work with that, Aya. Thank you for sharing it with me. Looks good, sweetie. All right, next is science. So here we go. We're going to read just a little bit of a book about skeletons, and then we're going to play our fun roll a skeleton game with some dice. Okay? So kids in the classroom, I have this ready for you.
I really don't want.
You don't have to. Kids at home, you're going to need a dice. You're going to need a partner to play with. And you're going to need your skeleton. And you might want to have it cut out already. You can work on cutting it out while I'm reading the skeleton book if you need to. Each player will need the pieces to make a skeleton. Okay, kids at home. Kids in the classroom, I've got it all ready for you. All right, y'all, let's read just a little bit about skeletons and then we'll play our game. Okay, this is called Look Inside the Human Body. Ooh. Colin, what you doing? No, why did I do that? Okay, here we go. The muscular system. So this is a picture. This would be what your muscles look like inside your body. And that is what's connected to your bones. That's what makes your bones move, your muscles. Let's see, this is skeletal system. This is what the inside of a skeleton looks like. The inside is the spongy bone. The outside is the compact bone. That's the hard part. This is jawbone. The upper jawbone is called the maxilla, and it's attached to the rest of your skull. The lower jawbone is called the mandible. It's the only part of your skull that can move. Your lower jawbone is called your mandible, and look, you can move it. That's the only part of your skull that you can move. Pretty cool. Okay, and then here's the rest of your skull. That protects your brain. Let's see, let's keep going. Did you know your bones grow with you? You were born and your bones were much softer. And as you grew, your bones got harder. As bones harden,
Oh, I just worked on that.
growth plates. Are you okay, Aya? You're good? Okay, as bones harden, growth plates remain at the ends, so you can keep getting taller. When those plates harden into bone, that's when you stop growing. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, this is what happens if your bones break, if you accidentally break a bone or fracture a bone. So as soon as you break a bone, blood from the damaged blood vessels hardens and it stops. Then, after a few days, the blood vessels begin to repair themselves. Wow, that's amazing. The new bone tissue replaces, and eventually the tender new bone hardens, and it's as good as new. And here's some pictures of, this would be a compound fracture. That's a really bad break. This would be a green stick fracture. Not too bad. And then here, this one is a communid fracture. Ooh, interesting. Tons of different ways you could break your bone, but you can go to the doctor and it can heal. Nice. Let's see if there's anything else about bones. This is about hearts. I think that might be it for bones in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. This talks about how messages get sent in your body from your brain down your spinal cord, in your spine, all throughout your body. It's called your nervous system. So your brain is right there, and different parts of your brain control different parts of your body. Billions of long nerve cells called neurons receive and send messages to your brain to all the different parts of your body. Wow, that's pretty cool. Your spinal cord is safely tucked inside your backbone. It has two main jobs. It carries signals between your brain and your body, and it also makes reflexes happen. A reflex is what makes you jerk your hand back from a hot stove without even thinking about it. Your brain just knows what to do. That's a reflex. So that's how your spinal cord sends messages all over your body. Pretty cool. Our bodies are amazing. Okay, next on our schedule for science, and we've got a lot of time to do this. We're going to do this all the way until story time. So we have tons of time to play. Because we're celebrating Halloween today, I thought it would be fun to play a game about skeletons. So here's the plan.
And I thought it would be fun to go to the dentist in the middle of science.
I know, but you can always play this game later, Aya, okay? You can always play later. So you'll need the instructions here with your partner. So you'll each need the instructions. You will need a dice.
And I don't have a partner. They're both doing work.
Perfect then, Aya. Then you can listen to the instructions so you know how to play. And then when you're done with the dentist and a grown-up or older brother and sister is done with their work, then they can play with you, okay? And you'll each need a bag of all the bones cut out. Okay, and here's the plan. You're gonna take turns rolling your dice. Let's pretend like I'm playing with somebody, okay? And I roll the dice, whoop, and it lands on, what number is this? 6, it lands on the 6. So then I need to look at my directions. Which one is number 6? The skull, right? That's the skull. So in my little bag of bones, I would pull out the skull. And I'd put that on the top. Maybe if we're playing on your desk, you could put that in front of you on your desk. And then leave the other ones in your bag. Okay, then it's my partner's turn to roll. And my partner rolls a number what? My partner rolls a number 2. they get, which one? Ooh, they get one arm. They get one arm. So from their bag, they would pull out one arm and they would put that on their skeleton. So we're building a skeleton. Then it's my turn again. I would roll my dice. Let's say I get, which number is this? Number 5. What do I get to build my skeleton for number 5? What part of the body?
Okay.
Yeah, the rib cage, the spine, and the hips. So in my bag, I would find the rib cage, the spine, and the hips, and I'd put that right under my skull. Now, kids in the classroom, we're not gonna glue these down because we're gonna have time to play again. We're gonna build a bunch of different skeletons. We're gonna play all the way until story time, okay? So we're gonna play for a long time building our skeleton. This is also really good practice on numbers, right? Because you're reading all the numbers on the dice, right? And following directions, okay? So Aya, sweetie, if you need to go to the dentist, you can go to the dentist, okay? Or
I
you
don't need to go to the dentist right now.
not yet? Okay. You can just kind of hang out. You could color, you could draw, or Aya, if you want, you could start cutting out your skeleton pieces so you could play later.
I think I'm gonna draw something for you.
Okay, that would be great. I love that, Aya. And then Finn and Catherine, if y'all are ready to start playing with your partner, you can start playing with your partner. And I'm going to get the kids at home playing, okay? So, I mean, the kids at school ready to go and playing. So, kids at home, Aya, Finn, Catherine, if y'all want to play this and then check back in around 12 for story time, you can, okay? It might be kind of boring until about story time, okay? Because we're just going to be playing this in the classroom, okay? But we'll start story time around 12, maybe a little before 12. All right, have fun playing your skeleton game. Okay, kids at home, let's get started. Kids at home, find your dice. You will need your dice. It's in your bag with your teddy bear counters. We're each gonna have our own dice. And I will mute myself so I don't distract you with your game, Catherine and Finn and Aya. Let me
Miss Vanderandy? Miss Vanderandy? Okay, so Miss Vanderandy, I think I need to go right now. Don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, Aya, what did you have a question? Did you have a question?
No, I just want to tell you, I think I need to go right now.
Okay, you got to go to the dentist. All right, Aya. I hope the dentist goes well. Try.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie. You could tell them that you learned about your jaw and how your mandible is the only bone in your skull that can.
I think they learned about that in kindergarten too.
You did? All right, Aya. Good job today.
Bye.
And have a good time at the dentist. Bye, sweetie. All right, kids at home, Catherine and Finn, I hope y'all had fun playing your skeleton game. We had fun in the classroom. We got to make like 3 or 4 skeletons. It was pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do some story time. And then we're gonna get packed up. We might end story time a couple minutes early today because we have a lot to send home today in the classroom and it's gonna take us like a really long time to get packed up. So we might end story time a little bit early. All right, Vina Wheeler, y'all at your desks. Ford and Elliot, you're good? Okay, here we go. As promised, a Mo Willems book. And it's an elephant and piggy book. Waiting is not easy by Mo Willems. Elliot, please don't roll it. Colin, please don't roll it. Ford, Wheeler, do not roll them. If you roll them, we'll have to put them back up. They're for sitting, not rolling. If you roll them, we'll have to put them back up. You can sit on it, or we'll put them away. Good job sitting on it. Okay, Waiting is Not Easy by Mo Willems. Gerald! I have a surprise for you. Yay! What is it? The surprise is a surprise. Oh. Is it big? Yes. Is it pretty? Yes. Can we share it? Oh, wait. Can we share it? Yes. I cannot wait. You will have to. Wait. What? Why? Look, those are all those letters that start with a W. All those words. Wait. What? Why? The surprise is not here yet. So I will have to wait for it? Yes. Groan. Oh, well, if I have to wait for it, I'll wait. I am waiting. Waiting is not easy. Piggy, I want to see the surprise now. I'm sorry, Gerald, but we must wait. Groan. I am done waiting. I do not think your surprise is worth all this waiting. I will not wait anymore. He's walking off the page. Piggy's still waiting patiently. Do not roll it forward. Okay, I will wait some more. Now he's walking back on the page. Did y'all notice anything about the color of the background? Look, it's lighter here. It's getting darker. Look, it's getting darker little by little. It will be worth it. Groan. Ooh, it's getting darker. Piggy, we have waited too long. How dark it is now. It is getting dark. It's getting darker. Soon we will not be able to see each other. Soon we will not be able to see anything. We have wasted the whole day. Well, we have waited and waited and waited and waited. And for what? And Piggy's pointing up and she says, for that. Ooh, it's the nighttime sky. Look how pretty. And then Gerald says, this was worth the wait. And Piggy says, I know. So beautiful. And then Gerald says, tomorrow morning, I want to show you the sunrise. And Piggy says, I can't wait.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. The back is a beautiful night sky and one pigeon that says, wow. The sneaky pigeon says, wow, at the night sky. Oh, I love it. Okay, we are gonna read one Halloween book and then we'll be all done and we'll need to start getting packed up, okay? This one, I know we've read this one, but it's really, really good. It's called Franklin's Halloween. Yeah, Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He knew the day of the week and the months of the year and the holidays in every season. Today was October 31st. It was Halloween. Franklin could hardly wait for tonight's costume party. Everyone would be there.
Including Mr.
Franklin and his friends had talked about the party for weeks. There would be games, prizes, even a parade. Best of all, there'd be a haunted house. I think there'll be bats and spiders, said Franklin, and skeletons, added Beaver. All of Franklin's friends were excited because of the costume contest. Franklin wasn't sure what he was going to wear. He tried on everything in his dress-up trunk, but nothing seemed quite right. Beaver and Goose were keeping their costumes a secret. Try to find us at the party, they giggled. Fox was also mysterious about who he was going to be. Look for something gruesome, he said. That gave Franklin an idea. He would be something creepy. It took Franklin more than an hour to make his costume. As soon as it was done, he sneaked up behind his father and tapped him on the shoulder. Trick or treat, said Franklin. Ah, gasped his father. Who are you? In his deepest, spookiest voice, Franklin answered, It's me, Franklinstein. On the way to town, Franklin tried to guess who was inside each costume. At least I don't have to worry about finding Bear, said Franklin. He's always a ghost. By the time Franklin and his parents arrived, the party was started. Franklin spotted a ghost at the apple bobbing and hurried toward him. Hello, Bear, Franklin said. Who? Answered the ghost. That's good, Bear, said Franklin. You sound really scary. Franklin bobbed for an apple. Then he ran to the pumpkin toss. It was his favorite game because he always won a treat. Franklin's bag was almost full by the time the judges announced the costume contest. While everyone lined up for the parade, Franklin tried to find more of his friends. He thought he recognized Beaver and Goose, but where was Fox? They marched around the building twice. Franklin made horrible monster sounds and shuffled with stiff, straight legs. He won a prize for being the best green monster. There was only one thing left to do, go in the haunted house. You first, said Beaver, pushing Franklin toward the door. It creaked open. A skeleton rattled. There were moans. Franklin stepped on something crunchy. Suddenly, a big hairy hand reached out of the darkness. Franklin's heart beat hard and fast, but before he could scream, a light flicked on. Trick or treat, shouted Mr. Mole. Franklin looked around nervously, then he laughed. The hairy hand was only Mr. Mole's mop. Here's a treat for braving the haunted house, said Mr. Mole. A ghost came before you. He got so scared he flew away. But Bear can't fly, said Franklin. Oh, it wasn't Bear, explained Mr. Mole. Bear is homesick with a nasty cold. Franklin shuddered. If Bear wasn't the ghost, who was? What is scary? Asked Fox. You look like you've seen a ghost. Maybe I did, said Franklin. He told them what Mr. Mole had said. You mean that Bear isn't the ghost? Asked Beaver. Franklin shook his head no. Then the ghost flew over them. It swooped low and called, Hoo! Rabbit twitched. So what is white says, Hoo! And flies? A real ghost, answered Goose. Run! Franklin was about to follow when he saw a feather floating down. Stop, he shouted. I think I know who the ghost is. Franklin showed them the feather. Look, it must be Mr. Owl. Even Rabbit giggled when he realized the trick their teacher had played on them. By the end of the party, everyone's bag was full. Poor Bear, said Raccoon. No treats for him. We could share our treats with Bear, suggested Franklin. All the friends agreed. They each put some treats into a bag. Then they walked to Bear's house and left the bag on the doorstep. Trick and treat, they called. On the way home, Franklin looked into his treat bag. Goodness, said his mother. You have enough in there to last until next Halloween. Maybe, said Franklin, sampling a few, but secretly he hoped the treats would only last until the end of the week. Oh my goodness, he's gonna try to eat them all. Ah! All right, everybody. I had so much fun with you today doing some fun Halloween stuff. I loved seeing everyone's costumes too. Tomorrow I could see you in the morning for show and tell if you want to do show and tell in the morning. But if you don't want to do show and tell in the morning, that's okay too. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Halloween on Saturday. And don't forget to look at the moon on Saturday. It's going to be a full moon. Bye, Finn. Bye, Catherine. Have a great Halloween. Or I'll see you tomorrow for show and tell. Bye.